Alright, so I got an engine light on my Chevy Traverse. It's been on for like a year now. And so I looked it up with my scanner, and it's some sort of a fuel sensor. So, and I know that at the dealership they already replaced the one in the tank and the sending unit. So I'm gonna replace the one that's on the fuel rail. And I ordered the part. It came in, and I needed a 27 millimeter socket, which I didn't have, so I had to run and go get that. And I got a gasket kit, so you'll need that. Really, you only need the one that's for the intake manifold. You don't really need the one that's for the throttle body and all that stuff, because the way it comes off, you're just not gonna. You don't even need to take off the throttle body. So yeah, there's basically like 6 bolts to hold the intake manifold down, and then you just got a bunch of stuff attached to it where you just got to unclip it or unscrew it, and start with the battery terminal there, and it's not bad. It's really not a bad job. I thought it was going to be way more intel than that, but it wasn't bad at all. Very easy. And you put the gasket in there, and you replace the sensor. Sensor's that little thing on the left there, and that's it. You'll be good to go. I had some success. Engine light's been on for a while, and I replaced what the sensor looks like. And yeah, engine light's off for now. I know these things are notorious for things happening, but this seemed to fix the problem, so I'm happy about that. My wife's happy about that. And we can go get it inspected now. Alright, here's my gripe with this car. I mean, there's a lot of gripes with it. Here's the story with it. I bought this car, immediately started having problems with it from the dealership. And then the dealership gave me a whole bunch of problems with it. They replaced the fuel pump. I threatened them to give it back, and they were going to buy it back for a certain amount, but it wasn't enough. And I had put like $10,000 down. So it was a fucking nightmare, to be completely honest. And I just decided my wife needed a car, so it's like I don't have time for all this crap. So we just kind of dealt with it and kept the car. And so the engine light's been on literally since we bought it. And I just replaced the fuel pressure sensor, and it fixed it. But there's a lot of things I don't like about this car. And one of them is I don't know how to change the setting. I've gone through every display setting there is. There's no setting, but the freaking gauges go dark at night, right? Like during the day, the gauges are illuminated, but at night they're less illuminated. I don't fucking understand that. And they look better during the day. Like right now, you see how they're like kind of dim and stuff. Like the whole gauge teal thing is lit up during the day. Well, I want to lit up during the night. Well, you can't do it. Can't have it. So that's one thing I don't like about this car. And then I like my dad had one of these, and he's had it since freaking 2010. And of course, the way my dad drives and everything, like the thing has lasted forever. He's had minimal problems with it. He's never even changed the freaking transmission fluid. All he does is do like simple oil changes, and that's it. And he's had nothing but luck with the damn thing. So I'm like, all right, well, my dad had good luck with these things, so I got one. And I've had nothing but bad luck with it. And then, like, you do research on these things, like on forums, or you start looking up because you got problems. You start looking things up, and you realize that these things are like just notorious for having all kinds of problems and engine lights being on. So I went to get it inspected today, and the guy told me, it's like, hey, the engine light's on, we can't do it, whatever. So I did the fuel pressure sensor. I already bought it, but I was gonna have somebody do it because I didn't know how easy it was. It's actually kind of easy. I watched a guy on YouTube do it. Boom, done. So hope that works, and we'll see how long the engine light stays off. All I gotta say is I've owned the GM vehicle that I owned before this was a Cadillac ATS 2-liter turbo, and I thought, like, well, okay, that car would be fun. It's a 2-liter turbo. It's all-wheel drive. I could drive it all year round, and it sucked. Same thing, engine light on since I bought it. And then, of course, the dealership, they don't want to freaking help you. They don't want to, well, you bought it, and it is what it is. You don't have a warranty. Well, yeah, I kind of do, but, they're gonna dig you around as much as they can. So all I can say is that The last 2 GM vehicles I've had have been nothing but problems. So I'm hoping from here on out, now that I replaced the sensor, let's see how long it lasts. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button if you also hate Traverses, and we can hate them together.